City. I don't know nobody. But shouts out to Kansas City. You know, all the kings and queens that's litty in that city. Shouts out to y'all. Back to what I was saying, though. I'll go over briefly what I said in the other video, real briefly. Some things that I learned about myself that didn't resonate with my spirit. Certain shows like Love and Hip Hop, Baddies, but Love and Hip Hop came out first. And like I say, like my sisters, my cousins, we all went and got snacks and like we was at the movies, but it just, when we sat down and watched it, everybody was tuned in and, you know, all invested, and my sister had to watch it every episode. I didn't like it. It didn't resonate with my spirit. I ended up like dismissing myself. I went in the kitchen, started cooking, vibing, listening to me some music, and just those type of shows never resonated with me or my spirit or my energy. Now, I can watch me a good action movie. You know what I'm saying? There's some drama in it, but those type of reality shows and baddies and things like that, like those type of shows don't resonate with me, my spirit, my energy, or any of that. It just, I don't know, it just give me the creeps. It just, so, you know, that's the title of this message. Like, you know, you rich in your spirit, you rich in your soul, you got that rich energy. Whether you're a millionaire, a thousandaire, whether you got the money or not, your energy is worth more than money. Cause it's some people with money that don't got good energy, but I've never ran across them. Not yet. Or not, you know what I'm saying? And like I was getting ready to say in my other message, in my other video, I have never seen, because I have worked for millionaires and I have been mentored by millionaires, and I never seen them out arguing in the streets. I never seen them getting into street fights. I never seen them really even lose their cool or, you know, raise their voice or get temperamental, or I just never seen it from them. But what I have seen from poverty people or poverty minded people, I have seen them in the streets fighting, arguing, starting shit, drama, chaos, confusion. Even a person with some money, I have seen them, a person with some money, they'll go back and forth with you. They'll go back and forth. They'll internet back and forth, or they may go back and forth with a bitch on the street. But I have never seen a millionaire, somebody wealthy with money, going back and forth with anybody, or in the streets arguing, in the streets fighting, or intentionally trying to attach themselves to some bullshit. I haven't seen it. And that's why, you know, they can't understand. They trying to make it seem like you think you better than them, or they trying to make it seem like you scared of them because you won't affiliate yourself with these type of people. Now, in the gang life, right? Gangs don't come fucking looking for you. They don't say, hey, Johnny, you gonna join this damn gang today. Come on, get your ass over here and let's jump you in. That's not how that go. Johnny go looking for that gang. And then he start hanging with that gang. And then that gang decides to jump him in, or he decide to get jumped in. These are those people, your family members, your neighbors, your friends. They gonna initiate you in some shit without your permission because you got that rich energy. You rich in your spirit. You rich in your soul. And from what I have, the knowledge that I have attained, rich people just don't vibe like that. They just don't. They just don't. No matter which way you want to put it, they just don't. I have seen wealthy people, right? This is what I've seen wealthy people do. No matter what situation it is, call the laws. That's what they pay their taxes for. That's who can handle that situation. They not finna get loud with you. They not finna go back and forth with you. They not finna tongue wrestle with you. They not finna explain themselves to you. They gonna stand there and watch you go off, and they gonna say 911. Yes, I have a person here, a woman or a man here. They outrageous. Y'all need to come get them. We got a live one. Y'all got a live one to deal with. Because really, in all actuality, these are those people that you could tell they energy. You could tell their background. You could tell their bloodline. They really like E.T., phone home. These are those people that when they're out of their original habitat for too long, they want to get back to their original habitat, which is jail. So they want you to help them get there. And I've seen wealthy people do that. I've seen wealthy people be in, I'm talking about, hurt so bad, y'all. My mentor, her husband started an affair on her, cheated on her, and wanted a divorce. She cried on my shoulder, y'all, but that lady did not get mad. You know what she said? All my evidence, I'll just let my attorneys handle it from here. And that's what you be doing. That's what you do. It doesn't matter about the money. See, the money is the paper, but you are the money because you are that energy. You are the energy of rich. You carry that energy, that rich king energy, that rich queen energy. And what you do is you be like, oh, okay, they want to do that. They want to do that. Okay. Well, I'll just let my attorneys. I'll just let my attorneys handle this situation. See, your attorneys is God. Your attorneys is, your ancestors, your angels. Okay, we got the evidence. I'ma just present it to God, and we're gonna let. While they thinking, oh, we got him, we got him. I've never seen it. I've never seen wealthy people arguing in the streets, fighting in the streets, just starting shit, wanting the street ball, picking random people and like, yeah, I'ma fuck with you and da 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 da. Like I have not seen that. And see, that's what makes them mad and also confused that you don't have the money, but you have the energy of a rich person. You have the mind set of a wealthy person. And they don't. They got the mindset of a poor minded person. And they want to initiate you in some shit. See, what happened was they actually jumped on the hate train too soon, too quick. See, they thought it was a lot of people on the hate train when it came to hating you. So they like, oh, okay, it's a lot of people. It may have looked like a lot of people on the hate train because it was a bunch of shadows. It was a bunch of ghosts. It was a bunch of fake people. It was a bunch of illusions. They thought it was a crowd of people on this hate train, and they jumped all aboard like yeah, it's a bunch of people on this hate train that hate this man with this rich man energy. They hate this girl with this rich queen energy. Poverty people don't like that. They don't like rich-minded people. They don't like wealthy people. They don't like people that have knowledge of wealth. They'll try to suck you into their life and suck you into their bullshit the first opportunity that they get. And you know what's gangster? I thought that was real gangster of this millionaire that I was working for. I thought that was the most gangsterish shit that I ever seen in my whole life. I thought that was more gangster than any street fucking brawl that my sister had, any nigga that my mama done knocked out. Yeah, because I come from that type of family. The women in my family, they'll knock a nigga out. Lights out. They'll put a nigga in a chokehold. And that's just never been like, okay, you knocked the nigga out. Okay. That's never been appealing to me. That's never been like excitement to me. That's never been gangster to me. Like, that was so gangster how she cried on my shoulder and she said, you know what? I got all the evidence. This is a millionaire. They had a what is it called? Where animals get surgeries done on them. People bring their horses to them to get them cuffs on their feet and to get surgery done. You know, some of them horses got to get their nuts clamped and things like that. You know, I would come to work. It'd be a pig laying on the table getting surgery, donkeys, horses, specifically horses though. They give birth there. People bring their horses there to give birth. She was a animal birth. Like, these people was millionaires, if not billionaires. They're not gonna tell you that though. She didn't say, I'm finna fuck him up. I'm finna get him for his paper. I'm finna do this. I'm finna burn down the goddamn house. She said, you know what? I got all the evidence of him cheating. This is not what I want. I've been with this man over 30 years, over 30, 40 years. She said, I'm gonna just present everything to my lawyer, my attorneys, and let them take it from here. That was so fucking gangster. That was gangster to me. That was player. That was the player from the Himalaya right there. And and you know, God will keep putting you around what he wants you to wake up to. And that was that's what intrigued me. I was like, I wish she was my mama. I wish she was my auntie. I wish I came from this bloodline, but God will keep waking you up to what's really your bloodline. What's really owed to you, because I'm like, that's how I would move. I wouldn't go back and forth with him. I'd just be like, okay, give people what they want. If it's what they need. If it's you know what I'm saying? If it ain't gonna harm you, give them what they want. And that's what she did. I'm just gonna let my attorneys deal with it. And that's how you come. I'm just gonna let God deal with it. I'm just gonna let my attorneys deal with it. You know what wealthy people do? You come up to them talking all crazy, acting stupid, they gonna call the laws on your ass. That's what they pay their taxes for. They don't step out of their line of energy. They go get somebody for that energy. Because like I say, a lot of these people, they poverty minded, and you could tell they miss home. They get like this when they miss their environments, when they miss their habitats. They get rowdy, they get loud, they get bowed and rowdy when they miss their environments. What's their environments? Jail. Because that's where they have to fight at. Watch they back. Watch they stuff. Watch they bunk. You know what I'm saying? Shank a nigga. Do this. Do that. Move like that. And you could tell that you dealing with them type of people, and they just miss their environment. And they want you to help them get back to their environment. They like, E.T. phone home. They want to go home. Where is their home? Jail. Because that's all they know. They don't know anything else. And then they look at you, and you have the frequency of money, even if you don't have it, or a lot of you probably do have it. So the people in your family, you'll notice, like, you goddamn studying to be a lawyer, and your goddamn wicked ass cousin will call you talking about, dog, come on, some niggas just jumped me. Bitch, I'm studying to be a lawyer. A lawyer. I gotta take the bars and the state exams and I gotta eat right. What are you talking about? We gotta ride on some niggas. They do that. They won't go get the goofy ones in their family though that's already living like that because they already living like that. They already got them, and it's like, why you won't go get cousin Pookie and Ray Ray and them? They love shooting niggas. They shoot niggas for fun. Why you won't go and get them and let them clap, clap, clap for you? Why you want to come get me and you know I'm studying to be a lawyer? That's why they want to come get you, because you studying to be a fucking lawyer. Then when you say, nah, I ain't, you need to call Ray Ray and them, because I'm finna make it. Now you scared. You scared. You nigga, you scared. You motherfucking right. Because jail ain't your habitation. Jail's not your home. That's not your environment. That's not what God wants for you. That's not in alignment with God's will for your life. And apparently it's not always that God is aligning that with their life. They go out and they align that shit with their life. And then think everybody supposed to live like that. No, you went out and you aligned yourself with that bullshit. So you live like that. So you live like that then. That's what's gangster. I'm telling you, I've seen it firsthand. You do not see no wealthy people out here going back and forth with nobody on the internet. You don't see no wealthy people out here in the streets arguing, fussing, fighting about nothing. They're going to say 911. And it's so funny because that's what's gangster. When they test your gangster, you call the laws on their ass. You get somebody that's in their jurisdiction to handle their ass. Because guess what? They talk all that shit. And then as soon as the laws get there, no, it's not us. It's her we're afraid of. She's the aggressive one. And it's all of a sudden they go from thug ass niggas to now they sound like they got a little education. Now they sound a little sophisticated. It's like, no, what the hell that rah shit was? What was, you know what I'm saying? What was that rah? Because I remember one time I had got a little router. Somebody called the police on me. I still had that same router. And listen, let me tell you here, officer, this how the fuck they tried me. Yeah, they fucking tried me. They tried the fuck out of me. I ain't getting routed with you, but I'm just telling you I still got that same motherfucking energy. It ain't no, oh, they done called the laws on me. Oh, well, they did this and they're the aggressive ones. I say, nah, this is what they did right here. Look at what they did. And the officer was like, you know what? I'll be mad as fuck too. Just, calm down with me. I know you ain't going off on me. I know you not bringing it to me. You just explaining yourself and expressing yourself. I didn't, but that's what they'll do. You just trying to help them get back to their environment. Because that's where you want to be at. Because I'm telling you, listen. Do you hear me through your speakers? If you go in your backyard right now, right? And it's a big ass bear back there. And this big ass bear tearing up your garden, just ripping shit and throwing shit, bamming on your back door. And this bear is doing that because this bear is lost. This bear cannot find their way home. This bear is tearing up your garden because this bear doesn't understand how much work you put in your garden. They just trying to get the fuck back home. And they know this don't look like home. And they freaking out. Tearing up your fence or whatever. Just running into stuff. Running into your back door. Is you gonna go out your back door and fight with this damn bear? I don't want to fight. I want to tussle. I want to get it out the muscle. Is you gonna go in your backyard and wallow and go and stand 10 toes down with this goddamn grizzly bear? Or is you gonna call somebody that's in alignment, that can tame this motherfucking bear. You gonna call the damn bear people or the animal control, and they gonna come and laser and taser his ass or tranquilize his ass and cuff and stuff his ass and get him right back to his natural environment, right? Or is you finna try to do that? Because that's what these people want you to do with them. They want you to do that with them, and it's like, no, we got somebody that's in alignment with your purpose, and that's gonna get you back to your purpose and your plan and your alignment. But this ain't your alignment right here. This not your alignment. I'm not aligned with you, and you're not aligned with me, and you not finna. Excuse me. I keep burping and burping. These are those people that will try to align themselves with you. And they bears, grizzly bears. Why you won't go align yourself with another bear? Why you won't go and align yourself with another bear? These are those people. That's not your equal. And they think that you scared of them because you won't align yourself with them and they bullshit and they foolishness. These are those people that don't understand you because they don't have wealthy energy. They don't have a wealthy spirit on them. They got a poverty spirit on them. And poverty minded people, all they know is argue, drama, and fucking and fighting and repeat it. Drama, gossiping, arguing, fucking, and fighting. That's all. Wealthy people, you're not going to see them arguing with nobody. You're going to hear them say, no matter what the situation is. Let's say they did look up and they got a crazy ass child, right? And this child is like, it doesn't matter. This child got a spirit on them and they acting crazy. They be acting crazy. You think they finna act crazy with that child? Nope. They finna call the goddamn crazy house. Yep, y'all come pick up Johnny again. He won't take his medicine. He done chased me in the room. I'm locked in the room. And my secret closet is locked. I got a secret lock on the door. When I go in that bitch locked me in here 42 times. Cause yeah, they get crazy kids. It's not that they're crazy. It's like they're just chemically unbalanced, and when they don't take their meds, they get off balance because, people want to be normal so bad, and these rich and wealthy people, they will have children that may be a little chemically unbalanced, and they'll say, well, my friends don't gotta take medicine to stay balanced, and it's not their fault. They want to be normal. And they'll go off their meds, and they go crazy when they go off their meds. And their parents, they're set up to keep themselves safe. But they're not set up to go toe to toe and fight and wrestle and tussle with them and do all, anything that can danger them. They're not gonna do it. But they gonna have something in place to stay safe though. I done seen them do it. I done heard them do it. My friend used to work for the 911 dispatch people. They get the calls all the time. Yep, I'm in my locked room. Johnny's out there tearing up everything. He hasn't took his medicine in 4 days. And they come get him. And they tame him. And they take him back to his environment where he needs to be to get the right treatment that he needs. And these are people that are in and out of jail, in and out of hell, and want you to be friends with them. Want you to be family members with them. You don't want to be family with family. I don't listen. I just told y'all what I came from a family of. I came from a females will knock a nigga out, put a nigga in a chokehold, sleep him. I seen them do it. They go looking for fights. And that's one thing I never understood. Like, y'all go looking for fights and then y'all don't find them. Because nobody want to fight y'all crazy asses. But I don't even be looking for no fights. And you want to fight little old me? I'm not even no fighter. But my sister, she'll knock your fucking neck loose. Let me stop laughing at y'all people because I don't condone violence, and um in my past life, I know what I used to be. I know what I used to be in my past life, and people will know what you used to be in your past life too, and they'll try to make you regurgitate that. I know exactly what I don't like doing things like that because I don't know how to stop them. But let me just go ahead and break this down like a pound so we can smoke it. You know, I was just about to say wealthy people, yeah, they smoke. Wealthy people smoke, but it's how they smoke. Wealthy people will smoke on their rooftop, you know, smoke them a whole good nice fat blunt, and or they like those edibles. They'll eat them edibles. Poverty people, you know how I seen them smoke? This lady had a fat ass blunt in her mouth and a 6-month-old baby in his hand. I was like, pray for the little baby Jesus in the mighty name of Jesus. Like, God, my heart got so heavy, y'all. I was like, oh my God. White people, I mean, not white people, but why would I say that? But shouts out to all the white people on here. I love y'all. You know, wealthy people, they smoke their little weed. They'll have them a cocktail after a cocktail. I don't know if that's alcohol because I don't drink alcohol. So, but they'll have them a drink after work, or you know, they may have them a the millionaire I was working for, she had a little bar in her house, and it was full of, you know, what they drink whenever her husband get off work. They may have like a shot or something like that. Nah, poverty minded people, man, they gonna be drinking in front of the kids and throwing shit, throwing liquor, spilling all out their cup. It's like they don't have no type of no structure how they do things. And this could very well be you. Like, okay, you'll have your drink, but you in your backyard, right, in your garden. You smoke outside. These people smoke around their kids. They be in the car riding down the damn road with all the windows rolled up, smoking a fat ass blunt. It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And looking for a fight. And they looking for a fight with the wrong one. Cause I just you know, people just, when they don't know your business, they get mad. These people could be trying to fight with you, and you studying to be a goddamn, you studying criminal justice. You sitting up here going to school, studying criminal justice, and studying some damn criminals at the same damn time. Oh, this what they doing right here. They trying to, yeah. They some damn dummies. And then they wonder why, you know, people that don't have nothing to lose, They be in the streets arguing, fussing, and fighting. They be the first ones ready to slap box. They be the first ones because they don't have nothing to lose. They feel like they already lost everything, and they'll come to somebody like you and want to help you lose everything that you work for. And I don't know why I keep seeing like, you know, or saying like criminal justice, but you could be studying criminal justice and just watching a whole bunch of criminals, and they don't know you in school because they don't know you. You blink twice, they ready to fight because you cut from a different cloth. You're cut from a different cloth. I remember one time I told my sister, like, dang, you wrong for doing that. You wrong. That was wrong. You ain't have to do that. You wrong. And she got quiet. We was on the phone. And I'm like, why are you getting so quiet? And she was like, oh, because I'm going to let these hands talk. I'm going to let these hands talk when I see you. Because they don't know, they don't know how to communicate. They don't know how to express their feelings. They know how to suppress their feelings with drugs, alcohol, fucking, and fighting. I said you was wrong. You didn't have to handle that situation like that. You was wrong. She could have responded and been like, well, I didn't feel like I was wrong. I feel like I made the decision, the best decision that I could have made in that situation. I don't, that's what I felt like. I feel like I made the right decision. It's okay to disagree. It's okay to not with poverty people, not with poverty minded people. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Not with criminals. You tell them you wrong. I say you wrong for that, sis. You did not have to do it like that. You wrong. She got quiet. I say, what's wrong? Why are you getting so quiet? Because I'm not thinking nothing. Oh, I'm going to let these hands talk. I'm going to let these hands speak for me when I see you. I say, you know what? It's a place. It's a place for people just like you that can't control their hands. And she was like, what? I said, yeah, it's a place for you. It's a place for people just like you that can't control themselves and can't control their hands. And you know what that place is, right? She talking about what? Jail. Yeah, jail. Where you been in and out of. Yeah, that's what you got for me. Okay, when you see me, you got them hands for me, and I got them laws for your ass. Cause bitch, I got to go to work in the morning. Okay. Do you hear me through your speakers? So what I wrote down, because I think this going to be a long video, and I ain't wanted to be long, but it's getting long. It's getting long like your money. It's getting long like your energy, honey. It's getting long like your money. Okay? These people, they jumped on the hate train way too soon. Way too fast. All these gremlins and bears and things like that. And you just like, you know what? I'm going to let my attorney deal with them. They want you to deal with them. They want you to get out there and 10 toes with them. That's why they say you the scary one. Because why? But okay, rich people, they scary too. Because they going to call the laws on your ass. Before you blink twice. If they feel, I just feel like this person is going to threaten me. I just want the police here for security. Your ass is out of there. They're not finna play with you. Wealthy people don't even want to associate themselves with people like who I'm describing. Your family, your neighbors. They don't even want to work with them. They don't even want to be beside them. They want to give a little donation and out. They don't even want you to say that the donation came from them. Look, keep that on the low. Oh, excuse me. They don't want to work with wealthy people, rich people, even, and I'm talking about spirit. I'm talking about rich in your soul and rich in your spirit. And then I'm describing real wealthy people that have the money and the assets and the material gain. They don't want to attach themselves to people like who I'm describing. And you have these traits about yourself. And now you like, that's why I didn't want to be around them. That's why I didn't like them. That's why I didn't even. That's why. And you also starting to realize this. The wrong people, they don't like your ass. Just sit and think about it for a minute. All the wrong people, they do not like you. They cannot stand you. They despise you. But guess what? Think about this. All the right people, they love you. They adore you. They want more and more of you. The wrong people cannot stand you. They don't like you. They despise you. But all the right people, especially in the right places, they love you. They adore you. They will protect you. They will defend you. They will support you. So you're okay with all the wrong people not liking you. You're perfectly, you like, thank you, God. Thank you, God, they don't like me. But it's the same. When you're dealing with poverty-minded people, if they don't like you, they still want to be around you. And if they like you, they still want to be around you. Because they double-minded, so they're unstable in all of their ways. Ooh, my right hand itching. Yeah, you notice that. All the right people, they love you, they adore you. Hold on, I moved up too soon, too fast. And when I mean more, when I say these people adore you and they want more of you, I mean they want more of you being yourself. More of you being free. More of you being in your true identity. Because see, that's why these poverty-minded people and these hood rat ass people wanna initiate you in some shit. So you gotta forfeit your identity. You don't get to be yourself. No, bitch. Nobody ever said we were so motherfucking hood. Nobody ever said. See, they're mad because you're from the hood, but you're not the hood. They mad because they come from the fucking hood and they're the fucking hood. They come from the slumps and they still in the motherfucking slumps and dumps. You come from the slumps and you're not a product of your environment. These people are products of their environments. They are the results of their environments. And you're not. You from the same hood they from, but you don't look like it. And you don't represent yourself like it. And you don't have the credentials that they have. Now you could get amongst these people because you don't have a problem with them, they have a problem with you. Because they became a product of their environment and you chose not to do that. You chose to go to law school. You chose to go study criminal justice, or you chose to become get your bachelor's, get your master's. You chose to do something better with yourself because you've always had that rich spirit within you, even as a child. See, these are those people that they'll be okay with And who are they to fucking be okay with things and not okay with things? But this is how they is. They'll be okay with like a stripper working in a strip club and taking off her clothes, but she go to college. They'll be okay with that. Because you know why? They feel like we got her. We got her as of right now. And they'll be okay with her. They'll be okay with her because she doing what everybody else is doing. But when she gets that master's and that bachelor's, and now she don't have to strip no more, then these same strippers gonna be on her ass. They gonna be the ones, when she post up with her garments on, in her graduation gown and her cap. These stripper bitches will be the ones that get up underneath her comments and cyberbully her. You still ain't shit. You was right there with us, taking your clothes off and throwing your butt up in niggas' faces. They'll try to take you back there because they're not seeing their way of getting out, and their way of getting out is retiring on the nigga funds. That's their way out, or they feel like that's what they gonna do. Yeah, you get to be these people. They adore you to the point where they want you to be yourself more. They want you to, it's okay to be in your identity. You're not a product of your environment. You're not. And it just happened like that. Is it your fault that it happened like that? Yeah, because you chose to do something different. Your auntie was your daddy was an alcoholic. Your mama was an alcoholic. Your siblings alcoholic, and then you say, you know what? I'm just gonna decide not to drink because I see what the hell that did, and we gonna wrap that shit up. We gonna wrap that up. So I'm gonna go ahead and read through this because I don't want this video to get too long. You know, because I know. Because not to go certain ways. People get mad with prophets and psychics because you don't have time to play with people anymore. You can see through the bullshit. And even if you're not a prophet, even if you're not a psychic, you just decided that you wasn't going to be a product of your environment. And even that makes them mad because they done set up here and said that you was this whole time. Oh, her mama got 7 kids with no baby daddy. She gonna have 8 kids and ain't gonna have no baby daddy neither. And you married with 2 children. So, your family members and your fake friends, they can't deal with this. They didn't get the chance, and a lot of these people, they're mad with you because when you was being a product of your environment, that means hanging out in certain areas, just associating with these people because you like, well, damn, maybe this all life is. Shit, I done tried to get out 5 damn times, and every time I try to leave, something keeps pulling me back, telling me I need you in my life. It's like you got a group of people that's mad that they didn't get the opportunity to know you when you was a product of your environment. They mad about that. They like, damn, we didn't get a chance to fuck over her when she used to be in the trap houses and when she used to go to the strip clubs or things like that. We didn't get a chance to really get this person. You could have been a fighter. You could have been a fighter when you was a product of your environment, when you wanted better, but you didn't know that you was the one that had to be the better. You wanted something different, but you didn't know that you was going to be that something different. You wanted a change, but when you was in that environment, you did not realize that God was going to make you the change. And these people are mad because they like, damn, we didn't get a chance to fuck over her when she used to be in the trap house. We didn't get a chance to hang out with her. We didn't, a lot of these people are saying we didn't get a chance to affiliate ourselves with her or him when he used to be in the trap house, or when he used to go to the strip clubs, or when he used to hang out in the streets, when he used to hang up underneath the tree and smoke weed. We didn't, now they smoking weed on helicopters. How the fuck is we gonna get way? How the fuck is we gonna get way up there? They mad about that they didn't get their chance when you was in these environments. But the whole time you was in these environments, you was thinking like, I don't even want to fucking be here. I'd rather be there. And you like, how do I get there? I don't want to be this person. You like, I want to see a change in my life. I want to see a change in my bloodline. And you looking for the change. You like, nah, that ain't the change. They doing the same thing Uncle Henry doing. Nah, that ain't the change. They doing the same thing Auntie May and them doing. Nah, that ain't the change. Mama putting niggas in the chokehold. Sister putting niggas in the chokehold. That ain't the change. The whole time you looking for the change. And you're the change. You is the change that changed. I almost like started crying. All right. You learned your lessons. You learned lessons that these people, they'll never learn. You gained wisdom from being around people that didn't like you. And now you're able to wear that as a badge to help you navigate through life. You're able to use that to your advantage. This wisdom, this knowledge that you gained while you was around these people, these family members, these fake friends. Like I say, you looking for the change the whole time. You is the change, but you learning. You learning. Okay? A nigga disrespect, a nigga call you a bitch, you know he'll hit you in your shit. Okay? So if you come across a man and he call you a bitch, you like, okay, I checked out. You out of there. Cause you know what's coming next. Cause you done sat and investigated these people. They thought that you was sitting around them so that you could become a product of your environment. Now you was sitting around them so you be like, okay, you tripped over that guy. All right. That keep tripping you up too. All right, let me write that down because that shit ain't finna trip me up. Might trip me one time. Or it might snap my little pinky toe. But you keep tripping over that. You keep tripling over it, stumbling over it. It's stopping you, it's blocking you. Okay, so I know what I gotta do. See, that's why these people, they mad. And they think that you scared. You scared. Yeah, you scared to become a product of your environment, and that's why you don't want to affiliate yourself with these type of people. You don't want to associate yourself with these, and you have every right to. See, they think that you don't. No, you don't have the right, because this is what you come from. You don't have the right to distance yourself from us. You don't have the right to choose. This is what we do. All the niggas in our family drug dealers, so you're gonna be a drug dealer. You don't have a choice. This is what we do. You do have a choice, and you showed them that you have a choice. You showed them. You ain't tell them. You showed them. No, I do have a choice. 911. Hey, we got somebody. They missed their home. They missed their habitat. They trying to find their way back to you, baby. Then these same family members, I had family members crying on my shoulders. "Ugh, I got all these charges and I can't get a job. And I'm like, it's gonna be all right. You'll figure something out. And then these same family members will turn around and want to scrap with you, bitch. If you think you ain't thinking. You ain't thinking if you thinking that I'm finna catch the same charges as you to beat your ass, and then now I got charges on my record. 911 trying to find their way back to the cell, baby. I'm telling you. Oh my goodness. Whew. You so glad that you learned these lessons. You're so glad that you stopped praying for them and started praying for yourself. Because it's okay to pray for your enemies. It's okay to pray for your family members. It's okay. But after a while, you can't be putting more prayer on other people than you putting on yourself. You just can't do that. You got to put more prayer on yourself, because you can't change nobody else but yourself. You're the change. And through your change, people will be changed. And people will get an idea to change. Oh, I just saw my dream from last night. Okay. You started putting more prayer on yourself. People that don't support you to grow, they don't want to support you because they're in fear that you might grow. People that talk down on you don't want you to grow. People that don't respect you don't want you to grow. People that be around that want you to feel abandoned, they don't want you to grow. They betray you with their mouths and their intentions. They betray you with their mouth and their intentions to abandon. They want you to abandon yourselves, abandon your true identity, to walk in somebody else's perception of you. And that's what your family members want you to do. That's what your neighbors want you to do. That's what these people that you don't even know, want you to do. No, abandon that identity, cause it don't come with you going to jail and hell and in and out of bad relationships. It don't come with you being in the streets fighting and fussing with fucking hood rat bitches. It don't come with that. So they like, no, you don't need that identity. You don't need that. You know, we want you to be this person. And they'll always say, cause this is what we come from. This is how our family do it. And if you don't do it like this, they'll try to shun you out the family. If you don't be a motherfucking street fighter and put niggas to sleep and use them for their money and punch a bitch in their face, go looking for fights, you're not gonna be a part of the family. Oh God, thank you, God. When my sister told me that dumb shit, I was like, thank you, Jesus. You're not gonna be my sister anymore if you don't punch a bitch in their fucking throat. Okay. I'll make sure not to punch no bitch in the throat, because I want this contract to fucking vanish like a fart in the air. They'll have you punching bitches in the throat every fucking day because they haven't found nothing else better to do with their life. And because these are those people, because they haven't found nothing else better to do with their life, why have you found something better to do with your life when this is all we know? Maybe that's not all you know. Maybe these hoes really don't know you. Maybe these family members really don't know you. Maybe they thought they knew you, but they don't get paid for thinking. So they shouldn't be thoughting. These people will reject you real quick if you don't want to live by their rules. And they'll tell you this too. You scary. You scary. Because you don't want to have fucking... Because jail is not your environment. Jail is not your home in your habitat. Because you don't mess with people. You don't bother people. Now, I can see if you were somebody that you bother people. You fuck with people. You mess with people. You start shit. Okay, you need to have them motherfucking hands up to date then. That's just that on that. But if you're not somebody that likes to fight, you're not a fighter, you not a shit starter, why is it such a big necessity to jump on this hate train? Because they think it's so many people on it. Then they all rooting for you to be this type of person. And you know why they rooting for you to be this type of person? And they'll tell you scary and oh, you a police ass bitch and all this. Because they mad because they want to put their hands on you. And you're not allowing them to. Just like I said in the beginning of the video, wealthy people, I've seen them do it. They gonna do whatever they need to do to protect themselves, but they not finna go back and forth with you. They not finna get on your level. They not finna stand there and go 10 toes with you. And these poverty-minded people, they don't understand that. They never even been around millionaires before. They've never even sat next to billionaires before, unless they was at like they've never been around them. They've never been around them, and they don't possess this energy that you carry. They don't have the same spirit that you have. They got a crash out energy. Who can I scam today energy? Who can I lie to today energy? Who can I devour today energy? Oh, Cousin Craig over there studying to be a lawyer. Let's go fuck with Cousin Craig. All of a sudden now they want to be your best friend. They want to be best friends with you. Because they want to perform this sick, twisted fantasy on how they perceive you. They want to see you how they see you. They want you to see yourself how they see you. They want to, and then they'll use rejection as a form to make you submit to them. Like, if you don't do it this way, you ain't going to be a part of the family. Good. Because, see, these are the people that they sit up, they watch you, they stalk you, they monitor you, and it gets so heavy that it comes into your energy, and they want you to become obsessed with them. They want you to start monitoring them and stalking them. That's how much they stalk you and monitor you so much. Because you're doing things that these people never seen you do before. Like, that you're doing things that they've never seen people do before. Like, mind your fucking business. They never seen another black woman from their hood mind their fucking business. That's abnormal to them. Everybody gossiping about everybody. Everybody talking shit about everybody. Everybody got a fucking clique. Everybody got a gang. And it's everywhere, no matter if it's at your job. Everybody got a fucking clique. You the only one without a clique. So to them, you're the weird one. So to them, you're the one that needs to be attacked. Even in communities, even in families, everybody has cliques. Everybody has little gangs. They want you to become obsessed with them. They want you to feel like you're the loner. No, bitch, you not the loner. You the smart one. You the wealthy one. Why you think they want to touch you so bad? They just want to touch the hem of your garment so damn bad that they'll tell you, no, you scary. You just don't want to fight. Duh, that's what the fuck you been saying this whole time. But it's a place for you that they do that all fucking day long. You can fight from the rising to the evening to the night. You know, because these people have made you God in their lives. They want to be God in your life, but you see, you not trying to prove yourself to nobody neither. If they think you scared, let them think you scared, goddamn it. See, because that's another form, that's another tactic of pressing you. Prove yourself to us, scary nigga. Prove your, okay, 9, 1, 1. Because I got to get home to my kids. I got to give my wife this check, and I got to make sure my kids see I got to make sure my children see my face. I took them in at night, and I take them to school in the rising, nigga. 911. We got a human of the being that's outside of their habitat, they outside of their home, they lost, they trying to find their way back. These people have made you their God because they pay you so much attention, and they want to be the God in your life by saying little things, thinking that you gonna prove yourself to them. But God's attention is the only attention that you're trying to get. You're not trying to get the attention of these people. You trying to be better than the person that you was yesterday. You trying to be you trying to be a better person than you was last week. You trying to be a better person of yourself than you was last month, last year. God's approval is the only approval that you're seeking. You only care about God's approval, not these people. People care about your approval. They seek your attention. They follow you around. But will tell everybody you following them, you monitoring them. These are those followers. These are those follow the leader type of people that will go against you because they think it's a lot of people that's going against you. Y'all, I'm going to stop it right there. And I'm going to do another live and title it, You Got a Lot of People Going Against You. You had a lot of people going against you. Because I don't want this live to be too long. So I'm going to start another live in a minute after I warm up my tea and stuff, y'all. And that's going to be the next video. You had... Oh, man. What had happened was... Y'all remember we used to say that, what had happened was you had a lot of people going against you. Oh, my goodness, y'all. I'm going to charge my phone up and fix me some more tea. And, do you hear me through your speaker? We just gonna run this video up. And, I'm gonna come back with the second part. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for all the shares. Thank you for all the comments. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I really do. And I care for you guys, okay? To the next video. I got the giggles anyway. Y'all be getting the giggles. Do y'all be getting the giggles sometimes? Like, I get the giggles. Having the giggles is beautiful.